We need to get some more. We need to get some more nuts and bolts at Home Depot soon. Probably some hose clamps and all that.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Adams Brothers podcast. Happy hump day to you all. We know we're a little bit late, but we are here. We are here joining us here this evening is the one and only breaking news reporter. We want to thank him for coming in and joining us again here on the Adams Brothers podcast. Breaking news reporter, how you doing, man?
No, I'm alive for now. I guess that's all right. As long as I'm filming, I'm doing good, you know?
Hey, man, that's good, you know? And we love your content, man, and we always watch you and keep on reporting the news, man. You know, you do it raw and uncut. You're out there, bringing us the news like nobody else around here in the Tri-County area. Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County, man. You're doing it real big, man, and we like what you're doing, man, and we really appreciate your hard work and what you're doing. How you're bringing the news from the hood, basically, right on to right to your raw and uncut, man.
Because nobody will do it because everybody is terrified, and your traditional news media won't do it. I'll do it, free of charge.
Right. Hey, man, so tell us, if for the viewers that don't know you, because I was just telling you off camera here a little bit while ago that I was watching you on Big Nick South Florida Accountability yesterday, and I saw you at the end of the video, and Big Nick didn't he seemed to didn't know who you were. So for the people that don't know you, tell them a little bit about you.
No problem. Well, real quick, I'm like a social media reporter. My mission is to get news videos, edit it, make it quick, spicy, and entertaining, but informative for everybody out there, especially in Broward County. And then I'm going to branch off to other major cities. And that's basically what I go by the name Kid and Play, hence the high top. And I love making news, but in a different format. I like covering hood news because I feel like it's very neglected. Everybody deserves a voice. That's basically the best way to describe me.
Absolutely. Everybody deserves a voice, and we have a voice, and our voice needs to be heard. And that's why we podcast. That's why my brother and I, that's why we do what we do right now.
We try to inform the people.
We try to keep the public informed, man, and we're in this together. We're in it right here with you. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're just joining us, we're here live with the breaking news reporter. And again, we were watching your page, and we saw that you were at Blanche Ely High School just recently.
On October 21st.
I believe it was the 21st. And you were out videoing in public. And I guess they knew you were coming. And you were escorted out of the game, I believe. So tell us about what happened in your own words.
Yeah, listen. Real quick, I mean no harm. When I have all the heavy equipment I have, a big camera, tripod, my cars that need repairs because they're falling apart, I do a lot to get people news. Now, people tell me, listen, you did too many shootings, too many crimes. We want some entertainment, something nice. No problem. I'll do a football game. The high school students love me, and when I go there, they all get excited because they love getting the camera. They love speaking about their school and the rivalry. I love interviewing the coaches and the football players. The moms and dads tell me, hey, can you film number 56? Can you film number 13? Can you film my son? I'll even pay a little bit. Like, no, don't pay me. Film the cheerleaders. You didn't get them last time. No problem. I'll tell you what. So when I went to Blanche Ely High School, I'm like, all right, I'll go because I filmed the tailgate party. Tailgate is all the class of 1979 all the way to 2008 and 9, 10, and so on. It's 16. So that was a beautiful video. Everybody loved it. So they were like, yo, you got to come to the football game. It's going to happen at night, 7 p.m. All right, you know what? If I can make it, if I can finish the video, I did. I hurried up and I went over there. My first time going there. So basically, I parked the car far away in a little sketchy place, and carrying a cart full of my equipment is pretty scary because I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. I got lost, and some people helped me out. Finally get to the football thing. I get to the checkpoint. Everyone's like, "Yo, breaking news! Oh my God, oh, it's so good to see you. I'm glad you came. Go get what you can. No problem." A lot of fans taking photos with me and all that. Don't mean to brag. I get to the checkpoint, the two doors. There's already faculty from Blanche Ely High School. They welcome me. Oh, what's up? Oh my God, good to see you. Listen, let interview me too. So listen, there's a lot of faculty and people in Blanche that love me and respect me, and they got no problem. The issue is the principal. He has some bad blood or some beef with me, and it dates all the way back to a football game in Boyd Anderson. So I go into the football game. I start interviewing kids, some of their parents, little faculty, and I go around the other side of the bleacher and I film the Piper High School football game, right?
Right.
Nothing. It's like an hour I was there because the game was ending. Game was ending. Okay. I go to the Blanche Ely side on the bleachers, right? And I start recording because, of course, you can't just get one football team. You got to get both to make the report fair. No problem.
Right.
I go on the bleachers, and of course, you got the cheerleading team right in front of them motivating the football. I'm getting angles of everybody. I'm getting the bleacher side because you got to get the audience too. You can't just, when you do a news report, to make a great report, you got to get angles of everybody.
True.
The problem was, I don't know if it was the head coach, older guy with glasses, and then the older lady, short hair, glasses. Man, I'm telling you, it was embarrassing because as I'm filming, they come up to me like I'm on the bleachers. They're already down there. They come up and start yelling and screaming, "Yo, what you doing? Stop filming children. Don't film children. What's wrong with you?" I'm like, how do you think that sounds to parents and everybody? Everybody, some people are looking at me like, what the hell's going on? Bro, did you do something bad? Did you get in trouble? Get out, get out. Hey, man, you got to get. I'm like, what the hell is this? Okay, so, all right, you know what? It's ridiculous. I'm like, all right, let me go talk to them real quick. Tell them that I didn't force my way in. I walk around. As soon as I get close to them, these people, let me do this. These two, and I'm sorry, but they were like this. Look, get his ass out of here. Like this. Get him out. That's very rude. Like, talk to me like a person. Have some professional courtesy. I'm not just some drunk person coming into the game causing havoc. People actually want me there. You did not have to yell at me like that or go crazy. And it was about four of them. The principal looks at me, and you know what? I try to talk to them. They wouldn't speak to me in person. They grabbed two Broward Sheriff deputies. The two Broward Sheriff deputies are all confused because they're like, wait. What did the breaking news reporter do? What did he do? They wouldn't even tell them. They're like, nah, you gotta go. He gotta go. Get him out. Get him out. All right. I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna fight this. Hell no. Not gonna put up a scene in front of all these parents and high school kids. That's not my image. Hell no. So then the two Broward Sheriff deputies, and sorry if I'm talking too much, but I just got to tell
go
you.
ahead.
Keep going.
That's what we want.
We want you to tell the story.
We want to hear your story.
All right, my bad. All right, so anyways, I'm getting escorted by the two Broward Sheriff deputies, and they're looking at me like, hey, sorry, man. Listen, man, it's not our rules, but just come with us. And we finally go out, crowds of people, everybody looking at me like, people are like, wait a minute, why is he getting kicked out? Did he do something bad? Is he not supposed to be here? How do you think that makes me look? Terrible. So finally we get out the gate, and as we're walking, the people are like, yo, the game's not really over yet. The game was almost done. It was basically 10 minutes before the fourth quarter ended. Even when the fourth quarter ends, you still got to stay because you got to interview the winning team, the coach. So anyways, no, everyone's like, yo, where you going, man? It's not over yet. I got kicked out. Everybody's like, what? What's going on? People around that outside area. Like, yo, what do you mean you got kicked out? What did you do? I was like, I don't know. Then the two deputies, they're actually fans of my channel. They love my work and they tell me, listen, man, we like what you do. We respect you. It's not us. But if they tell us you got to get, we have no say. We got to get you out of here, I don't even say anything back. What can I say? So I leave home all twisted and angry and confused. For almost 3 days, I had this heat and this thing in my heart. Like, I'm like, why? This pain, like this shame. On Sunday, I decided to make a video to go public with it because I'm like, yo, this is some disrespect. Because I'm like, it's one thing to get kicked out of crime scenes by law enforcement. Okay, yeah, I understand that's a crime scene. Police, I'm not fighting with police. Hell no. Hell no. Even though if I'm in the right, if I can be there, but I sometimes just back away. But when it came to this football game, listen, first of all, it's a public school, it's nighttime, it's a football field. There's so many parents recording with their cell phones. And everybody, and a lot of people loved that I was there. Now, I could have been somewhere else recording a crime scene. I could have been somewhere. No, I decided, you know what? Let me go film the football game. It's a great way to make connections with the younger generation, parents, and whatnot. Nah, man, that was the most, that was embarrassing because you got to understand when you get kicked out of somewhere, and when you get escorted by two Broward sheriff, well, by police, what do people think? Oh, he's getting arrested. Oh, he did something. He did some crime, man. You know, that's basically what what all that went down that night. I'm telling it the way it is and how everything happened.
Right. I mean, it seems like it kind of embarrassing. Like, and my brother and I were talking early, and I'm like,
Yeah.
people pull out their cell phones and record
all the time,
and kids are captured in these videos all the time. So, what was the big problem with you out there filming in public? Filming whatever your eyes can see. And apparently they knew you were coming. So, I mean, what was the big deal? And one of our viewers was saying it seemed like it was personal,
No. I believe it's really personal. Only would probably the principal, because, okay, a couple months ago, before the Blanche Ely incident at Boyd Anderson, I was invited. The principals, they love me at Boyd Anderson. Great people. They respect me. They always invite me all the time. So at Boyd Anderson, probably 2 months ago, before the Blanche Ely High School, at Boyd Anderson football game, I was recording the Boyd Anderson football game, no problem. When I got to the other side by the bleachers where Blanche Ely was playing, guess what? The principal in the green shirt, bigger guy, he was like, "Hey man, can you not record our side? Can you just like go back over there?" And I'm kind of confused. Like, wait, who's this? This is not security. And I didn't know who he was until I just did my little research. People told me, and I'm like, "Sir, parents are telling me to record their football team and the cheerleaders. What's the problem? Look, I'm not volunteering. If someone tells me you'll record my child, I guess okay, no problem. I'll put because some people actually get a little mad when I don't put their kid or in the news report because everybody wants to listen. You showcase a football, my channel is getting pretty big. I get a lot of pretty good views. If I showcase your child playing great plays and touchdowns, they're bound to get it. That's good notoriety. That's good views. That's good publicity.
It is.
This man was like, no. Sorry, man. It's against the law to film. The athletes can't be doing that.
It's not against the law. No, it's not.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the principal, I would love to speak with him face to face, see what's going on. I'm no threat to the community. Now, a wildfire started from that. I see him again in the Blanche Ely High School game. Totally shamed that game I was kicked out. I was invited to the Coconut Creek pep rally, which I was about a week and a half, right? When I go to that pep rally, all the kids love me. A lot of the administrators, a lot of the counselors, security, they were like, dabbing me up. What you doing here? Oh my God, so good to see you. I go to the D1 clearance with the Broward County school systems, and a guy that was hosting the pep rally, yo, come to the pep rally. We want you here. Everybody loves you. The kids were sending me flyers to post on my Instagram because they were running for homecoming queen and all that. So I was like, yeah, no problem. High school kids, come on. Of course I'm going to help them out. I understand the pain. So anyways, the principal was all cool with me. The assistant principal was all right with me until I guess someone posted me, and I think they got a call from the Blanche Ely. And then the principal came up to me and said, yeah, you got to go. You can't be here. What happened? I'm filming. It's a great thing. You can even check the video out on my channel. Everybody loved it. They were like, listen, you exploit. I think your videos are exploitive. They're inappropriate, whatever, and they kicked me out for that reason. I'm like, this is horrible. I'm like, they didn't even know who I was. They did not know who I was. Someone told me, yeah, I think what happened was the principal for Blanche Ely called them because the kids were putting on it. Man, I'm telling you right now, I'm a black sheep, man. I don't mean no harm.
Yeah, man, I know, and I trust me, we feel your pain right now. Being kicked out of a public game. It's being put on by the taxpayers' dollar. The dime. Our tax dollars help put on those shows and events and games at these public schools. So being kicked out, that's embarrassing. And one of our viewers, Chardonnay Dixon, said, unfortunately, it's a school board rule. He has to be approved to record the kids, but it's a great idea.
You know what? Yeah, all right. You know what? All right. You know what? Never mind. Last time I remember recording, if they're gonna be this anal, this crazy, screw them. I don't need them. I can go record better things are gonna give me better views. Okay.
We got good news for you.
Tell me, please.
We got good news.
I'd love to hear it.
Go ahead.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, you know, a lot of government agencies need to train their people. The cities, the police departments, the sheriff, they need to train their people when dealing with the media. I reached out to the Broward County School Board, the Broward County School Public Information Officer, and I asked him about the policy. So none of that is not true about getting approval. What you would have to do is check in. But let me read what the Public Information Officer
please do. Back. I'm all ears.
It said, hello, Mr. Adams. Thank you for bringing this matter to our attention. We want to stress that the school district events are open to the public and can be recorded and photographed. We checked with the school regarding the unfortunate incident and were advised that the school staff member involved was simply concerned with protecting students' privacy.
Oh, kiss my ass.
Typically, as a general courtesy, when members of the media cover school events, they identify themselves to staff with their official media credentials. So school staff are aware of their presence and does not become suspicious of their actions. Regardless of this practice, everyone in the community is welcome to cover district sporting events and celebrate our student athletes.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate your support in sharing information about the great things happening at Blanche Ely High School. Best regards, and this came from Kathleen Brennan. She is the Broward County Public Schools Office of Communications and Legislative Affairs. So what people saying about all that other stuff, that's not true. Yeah. You have the right to cover. And you even spoke about that in your video. You don't have to get, only thing you would do was show your media credentials like what I do. I show my media credentials, my brother show his media credentials, and that's it.
Right. And you don't, if you work for Channel 7 or 4 or 10 or whatever, yes, they give you their own media credentials from those particular stations. But if you're independent journalists like us, you can go right on a computer and print up your own media pass and everything. I mean, who issues media credentials? North Korea? You could. There's no government. The policy does not trump the First Amendment, okay? First and foremost. So I know people are saying it's a school policy,
no,
but
it's not a school
policy does not trump the First Amendment. No matter what policy they make, it doesn't trump the First Amendment, okay?
And you have the right, anyone have the right. Just in the future, they would like for you to just check in with them, show them your credentials or identification, and you wouldn't have no problem at all. But they were very apologetic to what happened to you.
Oh, great.
I would hope they would reach out and apologize to you personally.
Right.
You know, and I don't even need an apology, man. I just want them to have respect for any other cameraman, because there's a lot of them that went through the same thing I went through. They just haven't gone public with it. The reason I went public with it is because the gas money, the time, the energy, everything I did to go over there. And you gotta understand, listen, it is a lot of headache to do a great edit and a beautiful news. Listen, no other news channels is going to cover those public games unless some celebrity probably made a, once it's 6 p.m., once it's nighttime, these news stations really go shut off, and they're like closing away. Or, sorry, weekends, they're offline almost. So for me to take the time out of my hand, the time out of my own hands to go over there, hey man, it's a lot on my end. I don't get that much, I don't get any money from this. I do it out of love.
Right.
And one more, sorry, hold on, think real quick. Got me all heated, man, not you.
Yeah.
I did check in. I did. I went up to the security and the staff. I'm like, yo, it's me. Can I record? Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. A lot of the people that are in the front of the checkpoint, they're going to be higher level administrative security folks, not a teacher. No, they're going to be people that are up there in the schools, and that's So I'm like, I did check in on that aspect. Most of them knew who I was. I'm telling you, is that principal does not have good intentions. The man does not get along with my rhythm.
Do
I
you
don't
know
know
his
why.
name? Do you have his name?
I don't even know the man's time.
Do anyone out there in the general
Williams.
audience know the
Williams.
principal at Blanche Ely High? Put it in the
Williams.
comment section.
I think his last name is Williams. Trevor. I can't remember. Williams' his last name. I think. I don't know.
William. But
Hey,
I
man.
mean, it sounds like there was a clear communication glitch somewhere, because if you checked in with security, they all have radios. I mean, how hard was it to just jump on the radio and say, "Hey, we got the breaking news report here. He's going to be recording everybody." Blah blah blah. To me, it sounds like a communication. Somebody dropped the ball as far as communication goes, and
well, they don't know their training.
A lot of people in the comments are saying that it seems personal, and it's
I was there for an hour. I was there for like an hour recording all over the field and the other field. Everybody knew I was there. Everybody was recording me with their cell phones, putting me on their stories.
Exactly.
They knew I was there.
Miss Wilson said, yes, correct. It's a practice, not a policy.
Right. And as I spoke to initially, when I initially called, it was some lady. I talked to her, and let me tell you, number one, they need to train. Broward County School need to train some of their employees, because when I called as part of the media, this lady was very rude with me. I mean, this lady, when I first called, and I could have called back and got her in trouble, but I didn't. Yeah. Trust me, I know the procedure to get them in trouble, but she was very nasty with me. Asked me, what media outlet am I with? I don't have to tell you that, okay? I don't have to tell you why I'm calling or whatever, but whoever the lady was, that the public information officer who I initially spoke with yesterday, she was very nasty. And if the Broward School, which they watching, trust me, because I was told they were going to be watching.
We have a lot of people from school board that they're watching, and I'm sure that they're going to.
Y'all need to retrain y'all people.
Yeah, training. It seems like the county needs to train their employees on public photography and the First Amendment, more importantly.
Well, and how to talk to people and speak to people when you're talking to them, especially members of the media. You don't have to come on there talking. And then she, I asked her for a name. She hung the phone up on me. That's, I mean, come on, really?
They are like that, yes. And they freak out like if you're launching a federal investigation. Look, we just want some answers. That's it. We're not trying to stab you. We're not trying to take money away from you. Taxpayer funded. Right. Come on, you got to work for us.
Yeah, and it is taxpayer funded. And guess what? If they did it to you, guess what? They may do it to us too, because we go out and we film all the time. We run into police officers and we go live from scenes, accidents, shootings, and we encounter the same things that you do. We've never been kicked out. And I mean, that has to be really, really embarrassing to get kicked out of a game.
I'm quite sure that was embarrassing.
A tailgate party, I should say, not out of a game, but it was a tailgate party.
I just forgot. I'm glad the tailgate. Sorry to cut you off.
No. Go ahead.
Sorry. Real quick, on that tailgate party, which I was invited, and I even did free advertisement for the tailgate party, which was what? Tickets, 80, 160 for vendors. I did that free advertising. I love, because everybody was like, yo, I have a lot of people that love watching me from Pompano Beach, right? All right. So tailgate party, Saturday, right? Everybody was like, yo, come here, breaking news. Oh my God, so glad you come record my booth. Come get my class. The minute I get to the front, there's a older woman, right? Gotta at least be in her 60s, I think. Had a horrible attitude. The minute I walked up, the ones that wanted me to, they were like escorting me in. She's like, no, stop. Wait a minute. She immediately goes to the other woman's ear, the one that's trying to get me in. She says something under her breath, right in front of my face, like about 2 feet away. I'm like, first of all, she's like, oh, you can't let him in. You can't have that. He's bad. He's not good. He's like, no, he's good. He's just gonna record our stuff. Don't worry about him. And I'm like, hold up, ma'am, hold on a second. She's like, don't tell me to hold on. I'm like, and guys, I'm not exaggerating this because I'm not the type of person to start drama. What's going on? So that was just one woman at that tailgate. She gave me a hard time. Like, why would you do that? She did not want to speak to me. She actually just went away. That tailgate video was beautiful. Everybody loved it. It actually went very viral. It got 80,000 views on Instagram.
Wow.
Thank me later. That woman had a bad attitude. She never met me. I never met her. Come on, man. What's going on with this terrible attitude towards me?
Right. And one of our viewers, Musa Mesa, said let's start holding these people accountable.
Especially the government employees. Right. And they need to be held accountable because there's no reasoning. There's no reasoning for that. I mean, all these cities, as I say again, if the city's looking and they watching, because I mean, y'all need to have a training session for y'all employees to teach them about the First Amendment,
and
about the media,
and public photography.
Teach them about how to deal with the media and the public, for one, because you just have some people with just bad attitudes, and you just can't. We got to quit saying they having a bad day.
And let's just think about this. Everybody, we understand there's kids out there. We understand that, we want to protect our kids. Look, nobody has a problem with that at all. But just think about this. The breaking news reporter had a camera out there. Everybody out there had cell phones recording the kids, recording the bands.
And they got iPhones.
Recording the music. Everybody out there was recording, but he was the only one that got kicked out. Just think about that now.
Nah, man, hell yeah. It ain't right. Listen, all I ask is for some. Why couldn't they speak to me in person? You don't see me scream at anybody because they get in front of my camera when they disturb me. I calmly speak to them, no problem.
Right.
You got to understand, I record 5 to 7 seconds of an interval. So that means I'm only getting 5 seconds of one individual. And sometimes I don't even put all that video because it's just a 1 minute or 2 minute video. Because people have a short attention span. You got to get everything. Boom, 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 boom. You're not going to be fixated on one child or one athletic. You're going to take quick shots of everything, compile it. It's like they think I'm like stalking. They think I'm like, I don't know, predator. Man, that did not sit well with me, man. I had to make a video to defend. Because you were like in the DMs, what happened to you, breaking news? Did you get arrested? Why did those two police or the sheriff take you out? The hell, man? I was like, come on, man. How you think that makes me look? Terrible. Right. I'm still upset about it. And I don't even know
how I would have felt. I mean, I would have felt the same way. And like you say, when people see you being escorted out, immediately the first thing they're going to think is that you did something wrong or inappropriate. That's what they're going to think.
Yeah, that's right. And Ms. Wilson said again that you have to stop complaining to our friends and start complaining to the appropriate people so that the rude person can hopefully be disciplined, and that's what you have to do. These people, I mean, their policy is to whether they're on taxpayer dime or not. Their policy is to treat the public with respect, and the way they talk to people. I guess they talk to the kids the same way. I mean, you're an adult, If they talk to you that way, how do you think they're going to talk to the kids? So I don't care where you are. If you're at Blanche Ely, Deerfield, Boyd Anderson, Dillard High School, wherever, staff, when you get these journalists and reporters come to your school, remember public photography and the First Amendment. That trumps everything. You have a policy. Yes, you have a policy, but your policy and your practice does not trump the First Amendment, period. You can take it to court if you want and you'll lose. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. Okay, listen. You're a public school. I can understand if this was a private school, a Catholic, like Saint Aquinas. I think that's how you say it.
Saint Aquinas.
Right.
Aquinas, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad if I mispronounced it. But yeah, I even filmed at that private school. They looked, I didn't even know who invited me, honestly. And I just went there like, yeah, man, come on, let's get you over here. Made a great video, and they even gave me a media pass and all that just to go inside, whatever. Right. But no one really checked that pass. You put it in your pocket, no one even looks at it.
And you're exactly right.
I understand private because that's private. Come on now, but a public school, come on now. Hey man, if I'm paying that, we're taxing the end of the. If I'm a Broward County student, I mean no harm, man. Just leave me alone. Let me do what I got to do. If
Right.
I'm telling you right now, if I was if I was like an A-list celebrity, they would have golden plaque. Please, breaking news. Please, please, let's actually decorate everything. Probably pay me 10 grand just to come. But I hate when that happens. If someone with a rich individual came there, they will try royalty because I'm a small fish, tiny. Obviously, come on, man. You know how they treat.
We don't think you're a small fish. You got over 80,000 followers. That's not a small fish.
Well,
And
combined. Soon.
Cicely Grove said the principal, assistant principal, Malcolm Spence, Tavares Williams.
Tavares, that might be him. Yeah.
Tavares Williams and Malcolm Spence. The principal is Malcolm Spence, I believe, and the assistant principal is Tavares Williams. So,
okay.
Mr. Williams and Mr. Spence, if you're out there watching, please train your employees and get some training on the First Amendment, more importantly, and public photography. And you can't be kicking
our viewers love you
out of and everybody loves you.
Shanae Spencer said you are, yes, it was very nice. And she said you are always very professional and nice. I told you, our viewers always show you love.
Right.
And God bless them. But you know what? I'm human and I got emotional. And of course, I'm going to get mad and open my mouth. I just wanted to talk to these principal or assistant, whoever, have a conversation with me, man. Don't push me off like an animal. Don't rush me like if I'm an insect or a parasite, man. Have a conversation. Listen, man, you got in this world, do not disrespect young people because that's the next generation politics, lawyers, doctors. Like you that's why I look up to these high school kids because they're going to be the next generation. That's why you treat everybody with respect. That's why when I saw Nick, South Florida Accountability, I was like, I thought he was just a regular person recording with his phone. And you know what? But you got to show love to everybody. Talk to people. So now I'm glad they didn't kick Nick off the scene. Like sometimes they kick me off.
They tried. Oh, they tried. But Big Nick, the police officer, and I was watching it again. If you guys want to see the breaking news reporter, go to Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. He's Big Nick, and he's a First Amendment auditor. He goes around and he films everybody. And the breaking news reporter just happened to come in on the video. He just posted it yesterday. And they were and the BSO deputy he kept getting up in Big Nick's face, and Big Nick was telling him basically to give him some room and get out of his personal space, and you wouldn't do this if you weren't in uniform, So they try to intimidate you in a lot of ways, and that's not good. There's nothing wrong with public photography as long as you don't interfere with what their investigation and cause a big scene and, and start trying to cause a riot. You could film in public all you want. And it's nothing, there's no rules against it. The First Amendment trumps everything. Okay. And we do it all the time. And we understand your pain and how you feel. So while we're saying, reach out to, Malcolm Spence.
Well, the Wonder Pack says Mr. Williams is the principal. And Roscoe Cemetery says Spence is the assistant.
Okay. Spence and Williams. Malcolm Spence and Tavares Williams. Yeah. They are the AP and the principal.
And they're probably not bad people, so I don't want them to think that we're trying to call them out. No, we're just trying to, we wanted to get the truth and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, man, because this ain't good, man. I just want to talk. Just have a civil conversation, man. Just tell me you hate me, Just tell me you don't want me to be there, That's all.
Right.
And Venus Murphy said an apology. I think an open apology is needed. I believe so. And Musa Mesa said the kids love this guy and he means no harm. Our viewers always showing you love.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all appreciate what you do.
And we follow you as well. And we love the content that you put out. And you put your life on the line a lot of these times, and you go to murder scenes and, and tragic accidents and shootings all the time, man. And you put your life on the line to bring us this content. And, we over here at the Adams Brothers Podcast, we appreciate what you do, and
we always thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Whenever I reach out to you, you always respond right back. So I appreciate that always. And I just want you to keep up the good work. As I told you the other day, I don't let this discourage you. You keep on, and I got to ask you one thing too before we get off. How do you get by with all that blood and guts and carnage that you see every week? How do that affect you mentally?
That's a great question. And you know what? It's the fact that I look at all that, and people don't think about that really, but no one else is going to do stuff like that because that's going to affect you bad. You know what? I'll tell you what. I feel like after 2017, life has been horrible. So I'm like, it doesn't really affect me because at the end of the day, I'm like a machine. You know, I have no choice. My main mission is to get this for the people because at this point, I can't stop it. I stop, everyone's gonna be like, what happened? No, I got to put my emotions away. I got to throw them away and just record the stuff and then maybe cry later at night. Or you know, and you get accustomed to this, not gonna lie, you know. But like I said, you know, someone has to do it. Someone has to pick that camera, get the news, screw your feelings because you gotta satisfy thousands of people because they sit at home comfortably while they watch your videos. The risk, I like to take the risk. I like that adrenaline flow, you know. And honestly, yeah, man, I'm a little kind of messed up, you know, but I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. Again, if you're just joining us, we are live here with the one and only breaking news reporter. You see him on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know, he's all over these crime scenes all over. Always in Lauderhill, free of charge, man. And he puts out some good content.
Just call him Kid and Play.
Just call him Kid and Play.
That's me.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, and we know you're trying to get your slider hooked up back there so you can keep going out there and bringing us this good news that you always bring to us. We want to thank you for, coming out. Okay, go ahead before I close him out.
Yes.
You have another question?
No, and I would just want to say, whoever, Mr. Tavares, Spencer, or Williams, again, we are not vilifying you. I want you to know that because I know someone's going to run back and say, the Adams brothers vilified you. I don't even know you. I wouldn't know you if I saw you tonight. We're trying to get to the truth. And we got to the truth by
we heard your side of the story.
We heard your side of the story. Right. I don't know the school side of the story. I know what the public information.
And if they want to reach out to us, we'll bring them on. If they want to, tell us out of the story, or if they want to come on with you, we'll bring everybody on. Right. We'll facilitate it, And
we're not vilifying them.
They probably won't, but the offer is on the table. So
I just want everyone to know that we're not vilifying them because things can always get misconstrued that we're trying to vilify Ely, and that's not the truth. That's so far the truth.
We love Ely High School. My father graduated from Ely High School, so I
love the people there too.
That go to Ely High School right now, so it's nothing against Ely High. It's just an unfortunate incident happened that it has to be rectified so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
So once again, we've been talking to the breaking news reporter. We want to thank you for stopping by the Adams Brothers podcast. And anytime you want to come back on our podcast, man, and
you got my contact information.
You have our contact information, man. You're always welcome. We're gonna do a pop-up podcast right after this, so all of our viewers, stay tuned. We'll come right back in a few minutes with a pop-up podcast. Want to thank the breaking news reporter.
Oh, y'all call in if y'all call in. The
Open
ones
lines.
Everyone watching here, call in. We're gonna put the call in number, and y'all can tell us. Y'all can talk to us. LaWanda Pat, call in. Shanae Spencer, Patricia Arnold, everyone, Valinda Burney, Renee Candy, Venus Murphy, Musa Mesa, y'all call in.
All right.
We want to hear from our viewers.
Breaking news reporter, thank you so much for joining us, and keep up the good work. Keep putting out that good content, and have a wonderful evening, my friend.
Absolutely. Just one thing I want to say. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys inviting me. Sorry I was late. Doing a little.
It's okay.
I'm always here, and I'll always respond back. And again, we're not vilifying anybody. I'm just speaking some little emotions. That's it. Right. God bless everybody.
There you have it, right from the breaking news reporter. Have a good evening, my friend.
We'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned.
Pop-up podcast.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good one.
You too.